All right, so what's going on YouTube? I'm Mike, and this is the Prepared Citizen. It's 2025, and I'm here to show you my 2025 everyday carry, or EDC. This is what I carry on my person daily, and also what I carry in my EDC bag. So with that, let's get started. What I carry on me daily, I guess we could start with what you guys want to see the most. At least what I like to see when I'm on YouTube, is the firearm. So I have a T-Rex arm sidecar, and I carry my Staccato P. I know you guys will be like, whoa, he carries a full size, whatever, that's too big. Honestly, I'm a strong believer of carrying the biggest gun that you can carry as comfortable as possible and conceal. Something that you can have that you're gonna be confident with, and the biggest gun that you can fight with. And yeah, it's fine with me. With the right carry belt, it's really not that big a deal, to be honest. I carry it daily, and it's not a big deal, especially appendix. It's not bad at all. So I carry a Staccato P. Right now I'm old school. I don't have any red dots on it. I had just irons. I'm actually looking in to see what kind of red dot optic I would like to put on the Staccato. I hear Hollow Sun's good, as far as like with the reticle, that circle around it, kind of easy to kind of get on target with your red dot. But I really am kind of leaning towards the Trijicon RMR, just because it's supposed to be reliable. It's the OG. That's the one that I'm pretty much leaning towards, the Trijicon. But if you guys have any suggestions on what you guys carry every day for red dots, something reliable, rugged, but also has a good sight picture, I'm open. Leave a comment down below. It would definitely be appreciated. But yes, no irons as of right now, no flashlight. And I'll explain that in a moment, why I don't carry a flashlight. But I do have, as you can see, it's a sidecar with an extra magazine pouch. I have it in a green woodland camo with the Army Green Ranger sidecar. And then yeah, has like a little claw here, so it keeps it closer to your body when you're concealed carrying. So when I'm carrying, I think it's not just about having a gun and a holster, especially if you're going to carry a full size. I believe that you should for sure have a way of supporting yourself. And with that, me personally, I am a person who likes to work out. I do a lot of training in jiu-jitsu and in Muay Thai, a lot of cardio, and I used to bodybuild competitively. And that's an ongoing lifestyle as far as bodybuilding goes, but that's down a whole nother rabbit hole. But with that, I'm always in gym shorts and a lot of joggers. So what I've noticed that helps me out a lot is the Leisure Carry belt system. This thing is awesome. It's a game changer. Sometimes I carry when I'm at the gym, depending on the shirt. But with that said, I have the XL size one, so it's easier to carry appendix, and it's rock solid. I have a consistent draw on my firearm when I have this. It doesn't lean forward. It's comfortable. In my personal life at work, I'm always carrying as well, and I don't even notice it. You know, it's incredible. A lot of people don't even know I'm carrying, and that's the way it should be. You know, but this is definitely going to aid to that, especially with a full size firearm. But I have other things as well for smaller concealment. But this is what I trust my life to, and working with this in conjunction, it's fire. But when I'm not in joggers or gym shorts, like I wear a lot of Under Armour, is a core belt. This thing is rigid, it's reliable. I definitely like the ratcheting system on there, so you can kind of tailor it to like how, if you're gonna sit down, you just had a big lunch or something like that, whatever the case may be, you can adjust it on the fly. Important, don't just wear a regular belt and think that's gonna be good enough. I used to do that back in the day, and it'd be uncomfortable. But it is a game changer actually having a belt. And honestly, if you guys have any recommendations for any other belts, I'm open. I love gear. If you guys are watching this, I'm sure you guys do too. And learning new things, letting your mind work and wander, and finding out new products, new things that are out there, especially when it comes to everyday carry, because this is what I have on me at all the times. So T-Rex sidecar, great holster. I think it's fantastic for what I'm doing. Having that, firearm. This is unloaded. Magazine is full, but there is safe direction. Nothing in the firearm, so YouTube, there's nothing in there. But it is a loaded firearm, because this is, again, what I carry. I carry a flush fit 17 round magazine. I might start doing the 20 rounders, but as of right now, I'm doing the 17. round because 17 rounds is enough. It really is. And I have another magazine on the side, but I probably will maybe switch to 20 rounders. But I just like to be able to have, I'm already carrying a full size gun, the less printed as possible. But with that said, it's still awesome. And then I have another way to reload on body as well. And with that, nothing too crazy. I have my wallet. It's a Coach wallet. Honestly, it's probably seen better days, but I'm very minimalist with what I carry. So I just want something small, a little bit of cash, nothing too crazy, a few cards. And this is, just, it's always on me. These are the things I always have on me. I can use right now, what I'm filming on is an iPhone 14, what is it, Max? Yeah, it's like a 1 or 2 terabyte one, I forget. But it works, it's fine. I know they have a new 16. I might upgrade eventually, but right now it works perfectly fine. So that's what I'm gonna roll with. And with that as well, that I use all the time, which is a game changer, is the AirPods. I think these are the Pro 2s, but the noise canceling, incredible. I love music. I mentioned it before, I like working out, and just in general, I love YouTube. So just being able to have something I can just kind of pop in at any time and put on it's incredible. So I definitely recommend these if you don't have them. These are a game changer. And even in a pinch, if you do have to do a shoot, like if you're gonna shoot or defend yourself, I guess in a pinch, you could do it. I don't really see, it's kind of hard to find the scenario where you're gonna do it like, oh, someone's, give me all your stuff. Hold on, let me put on my AirPods and then I'm gonna, use my firearm. Yeah, no, I don't really see that being the case. I guess if you have time, if something's gonna happen, that'd be the way to go. But definitely the AirPods is a major one. And of course my keys. I would like to find something, if you guys could recommend, maybe to streamline this, Maybe I carry too many keys, but they're all, are useful, I guess. But yeah, I could probably streamline that a little bit more. But of course, having your keys, phone, your wallets, main things. I don't carry a knife on my body because, like I said, I'm very active. I have kids, wife, I'm on the go all the time. I'm constantly moving. I work out 2, sometimes 3 times a day. So like, it's hard for me to have like an EDC flashlight and an EDC knife that I carry on body, but that does not mean I do not have one. And that's going to lead me to my next topic, and that's going to be my bag, my EDC bag. So wherever I go, this thing goes with me. I just like to be prepared. I'm a dad. I have a lot to live for, and we all should and do as well, but what I learned about COVID in 2020 is with the riots and everything, I just feel like being as prepared as possible is what it showed me, because you never know, what might happen when you're out and about. And I just think being able to have access to essentials at all times is going to be a major key. And you don't have to go crazy with it, So I personally carry a Hazard 4. Hazard 4, if you guys haven't checked out these bags, they're remarkable, all right? Very durable, very sleek. These have YKK zippers, so they're super just quality. This thing reeks of quality. It's incredible. And I just feel like it's small enough to where it's pretty discreet, but it's durable. I love the handle, being able to just pick it up. But the main thing I like about it, yeah, it's black, but it doesn't scream gun. All right, guys. You guys are gun guys. If you're watching this, you have to be, what I'm saying? Or you love EDC, whatever the case may be. But what I don't want to have is a bag that screams, there's a gun in there, And I see a lot of dudes with the crossbodies and they walk around, or the fanny pack, and it goes across. And when I see that, I think that guy has a gun in his bag right now, And that's immediately, it screams gun, right? So that's why I went with Hazard 4, because this thing looks like I'm gonna have a laptop in there, whatever the case may be. But I feel like if you're gonna go with the gray man theme, my gray man is, again, I'm a father, I'm a gym enthusiast, so I, again, wear a lot of Under Armour and, athletic. I'm just going to the gym, this is just a normal guy. You would never suspect that I'm as prepared as I am. And that's the point, is to go fly under the radar. Don't scream that you have all the stuff, wearing tactical boots or tactical pants and all of this stuff. A true gray man is going to be completely inconspicuous. You just kind of blend in, you kind of keep going, you keep realistic stuff that you're going to realistically use, on your day-to-day. That's why it's an everyday carry. I think it's super important for that. So that's why I chose Hazard 4. Again, I'm open to new bags. If you guys, I've heard about that Nutsack brand. That's a funny name, but that one's really good too. They have really nice EDC bags. But this is the one that I went with. The reviews were phenomenal. Hazard 4 has been around for a while, and it's awesome. It does have Molly, but the Molly's on the inside. Because every time I see a bag with like Molly on it, I'm like, oh, it's a gun bag, But this one more so does it. It has a heavy-duty buckle. Solid. You can lock it, well, not like it's really going to do anything, but just to be able to not open up on the fly, I think it's huge. Little keychain, Goku, because anime is awesome. If you're a nerd like me, is what it is. So I guess on the first one I can go through is going to be on my outside pocket is I carry a brush, because again, it's an EDC bag. It's going to be something I'm going to use all the time, and just having a brush is just, my hair is wavy and it can look crazy. So that's going to be whatever you guys feel or deem necessary to go there is going to work for you. But for me, I have that, right? So like I said, I carry that in there, and if I can open this bag, I could show you what's inside of here, but for some reason, I seem to be having technical difficulties. But yeah, Hazard 4, definitely awesome. Hate that I can't. What's going on here? Oh, I had it on the lock position. See, I guess the lock does work, right? Yeah, done. But usually on the top part right here, so if I'm going into the gym and I'm trying to be discreet so that I don't want to carry my firearm on me while I'm working out, because I like to deadlift and squat, and I just feel like doing those movements isn't going to be the best having a firearm on you. Let's just be realistic here. So I tuck that away and I put it in this front bag. But if it's not in the front bag, I usually just throw my wallet, my headphones, sometimes my keys, and that tucks it away nice and secure. And then I open it up. It does have another bag or another opening inside of the bag lid. I don't put anything in there. But what I do have in this first pocket, nice padded shoulder sling, by the way. Again, awesome bag. Is I love the way it opens up. So inside my EDC bag, I like the way it opens up to a clear packet right here. First things first, I always carry some form of power charger or power bank to be able to charge my phone, because that's realistic. We all have phones. My headphones might die. My phone might die. I might be in my car somewhere and everything. I have something to recharge. Huge. Definitely think it's a game changer. With that, I just have nothing too fancy, but just a little rain poncho. That way, if I get caught out in the rain and maybe I'm just in a t-shirt or something and I might have some electronics or whatever the case may be, it sucks being wet, right? I have kids. Maybe I throw this on them or something like that. I have more in the car for, the family as well. But as far as what I keep on me daily, just a little rain poncho, in the power bank. Have a couple of chem lights here too. So you can let your mind play little games. I guess if you're out at night and your car breaks down, you're on the side of the road, maybe the power is dead or something, you can kind of crack these. People can see you there. You can put it on like a little string and spin it around or whatever the case may be. Help! SOS, whatever the case may be, like let your mind wander, but I definitely do think I see a use for that, And then inside the bag itself, or these pockets, I do keep a tourniquet. You guys should know it's important to have one, not necessarily just for if you were to be, shot or someone shot, because not everything has to be a movie where it's going to be a shootout. Maybe you see someone in a car accident, maybe, someone's bleeding, you need to stop the bleed, and that's why we have tourniquets. I keep one in the car, I keep one on body all the time. I think that's huge, so I have a tourniquet there. I do keep a fixed blade. This one, it was a gift. I got this years ago. I forget what it is, but it's solid, still pretty sharp, really strong steel. It's confident. And it makes me feel confident in it. And just to be able to more so cut open boxes, whatever the case may be, realistically, this isn't something that I have on me where I can just grab it, time to use my knife, no. But just to be able to have it here, it comes out, that wasn't the smoothest draw, but usually it comes out pretty smooth. And again, this is just something to always keep on me, having a fixed blade. And I think that's definitely huge. I keep a spare magazine for the staccato, so I have a total of 3 magazines for the staccato, 3 17-rounders there. I have a pen. This is I guess a tactical pen. Oh, you can fight with it. Tactical, But I like it because it definitely has an extra feature. For one, it's solid. This thing is a brick house. It's heavy. It feels like it's quality. It has one of those window breakers, so if you got to break a window, you know, essentially you can use this, you know, and of course, just to be able to write is huge. So, you know, having something that you can write with, that's why you have a pen. You know, it doesn't have to be for anything. It doesn't have to be for breaking windows. Just using it for what it is. And then a Sharpie, you know, let your mind wander, whatever you got to do for the tourniquet, writing down what time you put it on, writing something that a pen can't, you won't be able to see with the pen. Like if I read on this wall, I'll be like, be back in 15, even though, you know, I guess I wouldn't do that, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So that's why I have that. Nothing too fancy here, just a Bic lighter. Probably get something cooler to put in there, but I think it's awesome, or something that you should always have some way to light a fire if needed. And I also keep a multi-tool. I had this for a while. I think I got this for a gift for Christmas, you know, but very useful. Have your little pliers and, you know, all the typical stuff, a flathead. Yeah, just everything that you can kind of let your mind use the imagination. It's a multi-tool. It does multi-tool stuff. And that's why I have it. I think it's important to be able to have that there. Not necessarily something I want to keep on my body, but keeping it in the bag, keeping it nice and slim, as I think it's key. These are all useful things. Again, it's for everyday carry, everyday situations you might come across. And that's why I carry that in this bag. That's what I'm going with. So I have one more surprise that I carry in the bag. That's like, again, this bag, I think it's pretty small. You know, it's pretty small for what it is. I've had other bags like Adidas bags and whatnot. Sometimes they rip at the seams, and this one's been just, it's solid. It's a tank, and that's what I wanted, something that I can just kind of use it all the time. So I'm in the process of Form 1ing one of my firearms to have my first SBR. I submitted the paperwork a couple of weeks ago. I'm waiting for it to come back, and then I'm going to have essentially an SBR. But like I was thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I don't always want to have an NFA item in my bag, because, you know, NFA stuff is just registered in your name. I never go really across state lines too much. There's no reason for me to, you know, worry about that, but I just don't always want to have a tax stamp item on me at all times, you know? Like maybe my mindset will change, maybe it won't. But with that, I actually picked up a SIG Flux Raider. So this is new, and I haven't outfitted it yet with a red dot, but it's reliable, it works. Being able to have 60 rounds on tap is, I think, huge, you know? Oh yeah, sorry, just you guys see, it is, the magazines are loaded, but the firearm, I checked it before and it's empty. You guys can see that, same direction. So just being able to have something that's gonna be reliable, right? It's a little bit bigger than the Staccato to full size, you know, but it's small enough and discreet to put in a bag. This won't be its final form. You know, as you can see, there's no red dot, there's no flashlight. Again, this is new, but I'm like, you know what? The sights on there, even, you know, under at the bottom, there you can still see, still shoot with it, still reliable. I put about 500 rounds on this, and I've had it. It's a 320. It's no issues on it whatsoever. I am in the market trying to figure out what red dot. If you guys have a SIG P320 Flux Raider, what red dots are you guys running? Because I've seen a few different ones. Like Hollow Sun is supposed to have a decent one, it's solar powered, you know. I've heard to put a regular rifle sight on there. If you guys have a recommendation or which one, you know, you can see being on here, and a good flashlight that's not going to be too obtruding, or, you know, that's going to pop out too much. But yeah, this is something, it's still considered a pistol. I can carry it. I have my license to carry permit, so it's just kind of fits in there. It's small, it's discreet. And even the concept behind having a bag gun, you're like, okay, well, why do you need to have something in your bag if you already have your firearm? Well, I think they work together in conjunction, right? For one, they're both 9mm, so they're gonna have the same ammunition as your sidearm, as your primary, you know. But I think you shouldn't rely solely just on not carrying one on your person and just having a bag gun, because for one, this is a bag. At the end of the day, it could be stolen, you know. Let's say you're walking, somebody's like, hey, give me your bag, man, I want your bag, man. You know, I'm like, oh, all right, here, take it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, call an ambulance. But not for me, you know, because I'll have my Staccato, or I have another firearm that I keep on my person, you know. And that's important, of always carrying something on your body. This is like an insurance policy. You know, you have more points of contact. You know, you can throw it up. You can see it has 60 rounds on tap to be able to reload, get you out of a scenario. It's a force multiplier because essentially it's not more firepower. It's a 9mm, you know, and it's a super 9mm handgun because if you think about it, this is essentially just a handgun in a chassis system. So it's not like it's a longer barrel or more velocity. It's just the fact that you have more points of contact, more rounds available, that makes this ideal, you know. And again, it goes back to COVID 2020, protesters, whatever the case may be. What if you're in your car and you know you need to have something, there's protesters or riots, you know, and you can't drive and you have to go and you have to go on foot? I don't think you should be I know I can see how people always think about having an AR pistol, a 300 blackout. And those are phenomenal, especially the SIG Rattler LT. That thing's sweet, you know. It may or may not be on my list of things coming soon, you know. But I feel like having something that you can have covert, not overt, you know. Like if there's an active shooter, you know, you got to think about the realistic scenarios. The gun that you have on you is going to be the gun that you're going to need the most, you know, and that's going to be your concealed carry. It's the pistol. It's your number one, you know. And this is, like I said, it's for more points of contact. You know, if you're able to, okay, let me get my bigger gun, you know, and you go into your bag and you're able to grab this. This is where that plays in. To be able to have more rounds, you're going to be more accurate, and it's going to help you. But the more importantly is, this is something I do have to get a sling for it. If you guys have any recommendations, because I really don't want a Magpul sling, you know, but just kind of like a sling that you can put underneath the coat. If you need it, you can pop it out. You can go to work, and then you just tuck it away, you know. And you don't want to be confused as an active shooter. You don't want to make yourself a target. And like that's the whole point of the gray man thing, is you have something, I can put this underneath my coat and go. And especially once I get the red dot and a flashlight, I'm not going to have these 30 rounders. I'm probably going to switch down to 20s and probably put the 30s in here. And that's the way I'm going to roll, you know. That way it's a little bit smaller and more discreet. As of right now, this does work. And I don't need it to deploy fast because that's not the mindset. The mindset's having something, this can get me home. It can get me to my family. Like that's the point of it, you know? It's to have something like this that's going to be a force multiplier, but that's not in a rifle round. I feel like it's definitely important as a prepared citizen. And that's the key words here, is being a prepared citizen. I'm not a police officer. I'm not in the military. I'm an average guy. I'm a father. I am someone that's just trying to be prepared for any situation that might come up, you know, or at least as many of them as possible. And that's where the 320 Flux Legion Raider long name comes in here, you know. That's where that one is. But like I said, I do have an SBR coming in. Just as a little sneak peek or a little hint, it's a B&T product, and I'm just going to leave it there. That's going to be the one that'll be probably living in the bag. But as of right now, this one stays in the bag, lives in the bag. That's its home. I carry it with me everywhere I go. I carry my firearm with me everywhere I go. And I feel like having this type of setup here is huge, you know. I have a little cheat sheet here just to make sure that's the on point. So if you guys can, I do need recommendations for optics, you know, because like for the pistol, it's fine. You can run irons. Everybody's run irons for the longest, you know. Red dots are definitely where it's at. So if you guys have any recommendations for the staccato, you know, because I know the SRO is really nice too, has a bigger sight picture. I just heard that the RMR is more rugged and reliable. I've heard that the Hollow Sun is just supposed to be really nice long battery life, and then a nice sight picture as well. And that red dot system on there is supposed to be really good. So I'm probably going to go with one of those said ones, but if you have any recommendations, I am open. Oh yeah, and in this thing too, and in my front bag, I forgot to say, is I also have a flashlight. Where'd you go? Yeah, and I carry a flashlight too. I think it's important to have a flashlight. You know, it's obviously if you can have one, this one kind of like zooms in, and then I think it has a couple different modes. Strobe, I think it has a little one in here. And then it can charge, more importantly, it uses AA's, and it also can charge, this is like a Bobcat, I forgot, I think I got this as a gift for Christmas. It has a little charger here, but it can work with my power bank. So I can charge my flashlight, my phone, my headphones, all of it, you know, being able to see and not having to have a weapon mounted flashlight on you. And yeah, maybe I'll change my mindset, you know. I definitely want to get possibly a flashlight for the staccato, but I feel like this setup, this rig as it is right now, is big enough, you know, and then adding a red dot, adding a flashlight, it's only going to make an appendix carry that much more. And especially since I don't, you know, I know people are like, you need to have a flashlight to see a target. What if it's at night? You know, like I can see at night for the most part, you know, I'm not a cat, you know, but I can definitely see pretty clear enough, you know what I'm saying, to get me out of scenario. And to be honest, I'm not really outside at night like that. I definitely see it. Maybe I'll get one and I'll leave it at home and put it on at night, you know, as a home defense aspect of it, even though I do have other things, other weapons for home defense. But I can see that maybe, you know, there's a bump in the night and I don't have to have a rifle or a shotgun and go to the door, especially if it's like a police officer and they're just checking because there was like a car accident outside or whatever the case could be, a wild man on the loose. You don't want to open the door with, here's my big gun, you know? So I can see having a weapon mounted flashlight on your pistol being important there, but it's day to day, you know, moving around. Me personally, I don't know, not so much. Maybe you could change my mind. You can change it in the comments. I'm open. That's the whole point of this, is I'm just trying to be prepared, you know, and that might be one. If I'm the prepared citizen, I guess that, you know, having a flashlight so you're prepared, you know, is awesome. But being able to, you know, my phone has a flashlight and being able to have one on my bag is huge. So having those, at least I'm just not out here naked, you know, but I just really wanted to share with you guys the day-to-day of what I'm thinking, what you guys should consider. I think EDC videos are awesome, you know, being able to just kind of see what are other people's mindsets, you know, like what are they carrying, what are they doing? So it kind of makes my mind think. I love watching them, you know what I'm saying? But more importantly, I love actually applying it in my day-to-day, because you can have all of these ideas, all of this stuff, but if you don't act on it, if you don't do anything, it's just nice thoughts. So if you're going to have a firearm, I believe you carry it, and not only carrying it when you feel like it, but carrying it every day is important. I think you should train with your firearms, even if it's just once or twice a month. That's fine. You know, put a little budget to the side to be able to buy enough ammo for you to shoot for that day, and a little bit more to have like a stockpile, you know. But just brushing up on your skills. Shooting is definitely perishable, you know, skill. You know, it's something that could diminish over time if you're not upkept with it, or if you don't upkeep with it. So that's a major one, you know. But being able to have access to these things can just protect you. It can protect the people around you, the people that you care about. You know, having access to a little bit of medical. There are a few things I do want to add to here. Like I said, the red dot, the flashlight, 20-round magazine, something a little bit more compact to put in the bag, a little sling. I do want to add a little bit more medical, maybe like a little boo-boo kit. It could be Band-Aids and some stuff like that, but more so like Advil and like ibuprofen, stuff that's going to help me out in a pinch. Maybe it's like some nausea medicine, stuff like that, you know. But just being as prepared as possible and being as low-key as possible. You don't want to scream tactical. Maybe you do, but me personally, I don't. I don't want anybody to know I have this. I don't want anybody, you know, I know I'm on YouTube saying this, but this is for educational purposes. This is to help teach you guys stuff. Oh yeah, and YouTube, these aren't 30-round magazines. These are YouTube compliant magazines. These are 10-round magazines. Okay, so don't, you know, go crazy on that. These are legal. These are YouTube legal compliant magazines. You know, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna looking forward to your guys' inputs. Have a good one. Stay prepared, stay safe, God bless, and everybody have a good one. This is Mike. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.